Hey everybody, Ashindor here. So it's been a little while since I made a video. Life's been a little bit busy, things have been going on. But this is a good time to return because we have arrived at Heroes of the Storm 2.0. So if you've been following this whole thing, they have rolled out a brand new loot system, all sorts of cool stuff going on. We've got a new hero, which is Genji, who I'm pretty excited about, even though I played him a little bit on the PTR. He's not really a good fit for me play-wise, but I like the fact that he's in the game now. He's a very interesting hero to me. So, lots of cool stuff happening. Before we get into an actual game, let me go ahead and show you a little bit about what's going on with the loot system, because it's pretty cool. Previously, where you would just go in and you could spend gold on heroes, or like certain other things, I think, but then all the cosmetics cost real money, they have now moved to a system similar to Overwatch, where as you level up, for example, every time you reach a new level with a hero, you get a new loot crate, which is these cool things. When you open them, you get 4 pieces of loot. There's cool new, sprays and voice lines, like, each hero has their own individual voice line they can say. They've added announcer voices, which is really cool, where you can choose a voiced character from the game or from, Blizzard properties, who will then voice the match in place of the individual map's usual announcer. So,
prepare for combat.
Can have Arthas say cool things, have Diablo say cool things. Huge misplay by Blizzard in the fact that Alarak is not immediately available. Sad to see such a beginner's mistake, but hopefully he will be coming soon. And in the meantime, there's like all sorts of cool new stuff to unlock. And because we already had a whole lot of levels in the game, we got to unlock a bunch of chests right at the front. So my collection of cool stuff is really pretty solid. I've got a decent number of heroes. You can also find actual heroes, not just the cosmetics in the loot boxes, so you can unlock things kind of randomly. I picked up Brightwing kind of randomly, just opening a box. And they also did this cool Mega Bundle deal. And if you haven't logged on recently, you should. Because just by logging on for a set period of time, I forget when this ends, you have your choice of 4 mega bundles, which are basically free. They give you the money necessary to buy them. And it's a set of 20 heroes that you can unlock. There's 4 of them. There's like the tank set, the healer set, so on. There's a couple others. And it's just like, hey, free heroes to get you rolling in the game. So overall, very cool. Now, this is I think my favorite additional, non-legendary skin. It's just a slight recolor of Artanis, but he's got Zeratul Warpblade, so if you've played the StarCraft 2 main story, one, spoiler alert if you haven't played the StarCraft 2 main story, but if you have, finally we've got full-on, totally powered-up Artanis. You can see he's gotten a bit of a haircut, so I'm really pumped about this. There's a lot of other cool skins going on, but before we, spend the whole video just babbling on about cool artwork and stuff, we've got, a new hero rotation. We got stuff to do. So why don't we go ahead and pick something and see what we can make work. I kind of don't want to play Artanis again since I've played a lot of him recently. I did get a very cool new Zarya skin, so Zarya seems plausible. But I think what we're going to do is bring out Varian, because I unlocked Varian in my Mega Bundle. Varian is a very interesting hero in that he is labeled as multi-class. So everybody else is a warrior, an assassin, a support, or a specialist. Varian is labeled as both a warrior and an assassin, and it's because at level 10, and with some other talent choices, you can sort of make the choice to build him as a tank or as a melee assassin, where depending on which one of these abilities you choose, his playstyle shifts fairly dramatically. Now, I'm a big warrior fan. We will almost always be playing Varian as a warrior, which I think in general still is regarded as usually the preferred case unless you're playing on a team that already has a bunch of tanks. But overall, he's got a pretty cool kit. We'll talk about that a bit more here in a second. But let me show you the way the loadout menu works now. Previously, you chose, your skin, your mount, all that good jazz. So now you can go in, you can choose from the different skins that are available. Choose from your different mounts. I'm riding a frickin' Warbear, as is typical of me. You can choose a new banner, which is very cool. So whenever you demolish a fort or a keep, or I think take a mercenary camp, the banner you've selected will be deployed to kind of mark, hey, I was here, which I think is a pretty cool innovation. So I don't have a good one for Varian because Varian's Alliance. I know what you're thinking, Ash, why are you playing an Alliance hero? And I don't have a good answer for you, but in the meantime, we're going to make him use the Demon Hunter War banner, which just looks kind of cool, so we don't have to deal with the whole Alliance crap. Sorry if you're an Alliance player, but just telling you the truth. Then we've got all sorts of other cool things going on. I think I've got the Barbarian one marked here. You got your announcers. So this match, we will be listening to El Diablo, Lord of Terror. And then you got your choice of voice lines, and we will be shouting about no potions. So, let's get queued, and we will see how Varian does. I'm going to take a rejuvenating sip. Oh man, we are in a quick queue here. Alright, so, one of these typical quick match rounds where we have no support. That's alright though, supports are easy mode, right? We'll just play this super expertly. It'll be fine. Yes, alright, so there's also a new map, and I'm very excited that we'll be able to play on it. Hanamura, which is the first Overwatch map in Heroes of the Storm, has been added to the game. It's a really cool map. Like Towers of Doom, if you played that, you can't directly push the core. The core is shielded. Instead, you have to escort payloads from their spawn points to basically a target endpoint. And once there, they will begin bombarding the enemy core. Whenever you take out a fort or a keep, the next payload you escort will deal additional damage. And then finally, much like Towers of Doom, there will be a boss in the middle of the map, who if you kill him will deal some additional damage. Now, there's only 7 health on either core, which means you can bring them down pretty quickly if you're not paying attention. So we'll see how this goes. I think Leoric probably wants to solo lane. But it's fine, whatever. We'll roll with this. It's fine. So we're going to be taking Overpower. Now let me talk a little bit about Varian's abilities. So his passive is Heroic Strike, where every so often he deals bonus damage, and there are various things that reduce that cooldown. His Q is a line attack that deals damage and slows enemies. His E is a direct targeted charge and slow. And then finally his W, Parry, initially will basically defeat any incoming basic attacks and can store as 2 charges. At level 4, I'll take a talent that causes it to prevent all incoming damage, and so this is one of the things that helps Varian just be really impressively difficult to kill if played correctly. It looks like most of the rest of the enemy, like, I think they may have done all 5 bot lane, and we're just going to get slaughtered, I guess. That's okay. We're going to clear this wave, and then we are going to just move on back here, because I'm anticipating an ambush. Alright. The preemptive shielding. Impressive. Alright, we'll just wander on back, and looks like our Genji is putting in some work. We'll do that. Yeah, with Kerrigan not there, I'm not sure what she thought she was going to accomplish. Alright, so we're doing that solo lane thing where we're just kind of hanging out. And that's fine. I don't know that I would normally try to play Varian in the solo lane.
Good. I was good.
That's okay. We're just going to move this way. Basically all we're trying to do, soak experience here. Take this fountain. We'll take shield wall, which will allow us to prevent all incoming damage when we parry. It's going to make us a lot more tanky. Now, our payloads are about to respawn, which is pretty cool.
Escort your payload to its destination.
So I'm going to move down here and help out Leoric. Well, it looks like Leoric's got it, so I'm actually going to stay right here so I can soak his experience. And once he moves up along the track, we will join up with him. Yeah, like, you're fine, dude. So having multiple heroes on the payload does help it move a little bit more quickly. But it's not a significant difference. If you have a single enemy hero within the payload's area, even if you outnumber them, it will cause the payload to stop. So one of the things that you can kind of see our team is doing is they sort of slowed them down a bit, which is nice. So we each delivered our payload. Things are good. Get some damage off here, and then we are going to retreat.
Good. I was growing bold. Stop that hero.
Johanna approaches. The boring battle of the warriors. Alright. I don't have a whole lot of solid damage output against somebody like Johanna, unfortunately. Woo! Dicey. Alright. That's alright, though. We'll do that. We're going to take that. I'm going to hearth here. And we're going to move up to rejoin Genji here. Someday we'll talk about what Genji brings to the table. He's got a lot of cool stuff. Come on, Johanna. You know you want it.
Justice.
Halo firing on enemy
You shouldn't have made me.
There's that. We're going to heal up. Our team has arrived, having dropped off our... Get him! Damn it. Alright, so I'm gonna die. But that's okay. Just a whole lot of death gonna go on here. I don't know about that Kill Dust play right there. Dude, just get out. Just get out, man. Just get out. Now, I think probably the correct play would be to back out and go soak some experience, but... Oh, yeah.
Your payload will be redeployed shortly. The enemy's payload will be redeployed shortly.
No, we're good, dude.
Payload has been redeployed.
There we go. Taunt, baby! Alright, so with that talent choice, our tankiness is now online, which means we are going to be much more effective. What Taunt does is, on top of giving us passive armor and increased maximum health, we can now basically lock down a target into attacking us on a fairly short cooldown, only 16 seconds. Which means we are going to do some very cool things. Oh no, the stasis is real.
struggle.
Alright. Ah, yes. Alright, here we go.
Our enemies fall one by
Oh my!
Your payload will be redeployed shortly.
I fight for my kingdom.
Gonna hearth back.
Payload arrives on enemy core.
I think Genji's got the right idea here. Run, dude.
Your payload has been redeployed.
Gotta start moving this baby around. Oh, jebaited. Oh man, alright. That was some decent Genji play there.
Enemy payload.
Gonna taunt. That worked. We are going to go with Shattering Throw to deal with Johanna's shield. Which I think will be just all kinds of lovely.
For Azeroth. Long overdue. Launch.
Alright, there's that. Probius is making some plays happen there. I like it. We really need to push though.
Payload firing upon enemy core.
To arms.
Kill Kerrigan. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. The taunt. Damn it.
Fight well.
Got Hearth back. And then I think we're going to go bot and see if we can soak some XP, maybe do a bit of pushing. Alright, 5-1. We're doing pretty good.
Long overdue. Serve with honor.
Maybe I need to move up, but I feel like they're probably going to get that. And we seem to be going point for point up there. So I think instead, getting this wave pushed is probably a better use of my time. Yeah, I see it, dude. I don't know if you understand how the game works, friend, but yeah, 2v5 is not actually important. I don't know why you're trying to get us killed up there.
Enemy payload fired.
Whee! Ah, almost got him.
Your payload has been redeployed.
Alright, now we're going to go Do we need spell power? I feel like with the... I think I'm going to go with Banner of Iron Forge. Just get some armor.
The enemy's payload will be redeployed shortly.
This battle is far from over.
Alright.
We think the same way.
Payload firing upon enemy core. The enemy's payload has been redeployed.
Alright, so they got 2 health, right? So what we need to do right now is get one of their buildings pushed. Like, this one will work great. Let's push this building.
Deployed shortly. Your payload has been redeployed.
So here's the deal. If we can push this out...
So be it.
Guys, we need to... Alright,
We think the same way.
fine. That's not what we need to do to win! See, I've turned off chat because people aren't actually worth talking to, typically. But occasionally it is a little bit frustrating.
We forge our own destiny.
See, that literally none of that actually needed to happen is kind of the frustrating thing.
Your death was entirely worth it.
We think the same way.
This Mutalisk is like really putting in a day's
Fight
work
well
there.
in my absence.
The enemy's payload will be redeployed shortly.
Okay.
Enemy payload firing.
So that's going to drop us to 2.
We think the same way. So be it.
The enemy's payload has
Act as one.
Alright, so there's that.
Press forward. Stormwind's light shines on.
Your payload will be redeployed shortly.
Your death.
Payload firing upon enemy core.
So be it. Charlemagne.
Your payload has been redeployed.
Okay, so the boss, if you can kill him, does 1 point of damage. Your whole team is down, so this should be pretty good. What is cool about it is that he's an actual like boss fight instead of just like a super minion, kind of sort of. where he will eat one of your team, so you basically have to have somebody there, and then he'll do the cool, like, electric shock ring, which is fun. So that was Hanamura, and that was Varian. And although I don't think we really played very well as a team there, I felt like we did okay. Our Genji was pretty good. Yeah. Cool. So, that was the new map. This is Heroes 2.0, which didn't really have a whole lot of like mechanical changes. It's all cosmetic kind of stuff. But it is pretty cool. I like a lot of what they've done here. I'm going to practice a little bit more with Varian. He's got some cool tricks he can pull. But overall, I'm pretty happy with where Heroes is going. I think it's a lot of fun. So if you haven't really dived in yet, this is an excellent time to do. I highly recommend that you open your Mega Bundle before you start opening any additional loot chests so that you can get plenty of these shards. I should explain one last thing before I go. So there's now multiple currencies. Most of it is just kind of like an accounting exercise. The important thing is that shards are what you get when you get duplicate results, just like in Overwatch. But you can turn around and use those to craft new things. So right now, with this many shards, I could like craft like an epic skin that I particularly wanted. So it is important to keep track of how many shards you have and go in and look at things that you really want and maybe start planning ahead for being able to craft those. So, thank you all very much for watching. Give Heroes 2.0 a try. I think you'll really enjoy it. And until next time, I'll see you around.